Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Ninjas96 and this is Oxygen Not Included. You join me just as they're fast asleep at the end of cycle 3. I did just get a pop-up when I logged in that they were cold. Well, these two were really hot and Kaiba was cold, which is not surprising, but we'll have to, there's not a lot we can do about that for now, so we'll have to sort of come up with a solution if it ever becomes a problem. Today, our first job, well, we need to get research going, but that's sort of passive. So I think our first job should be setting up oxygen generation. And to do that, we need to have loads and loads of algae. We did collect a little bit from down here, but we need to find a nice, rich source of it. There's a bit here. There's a whole bunch there. And there's a little bit down here. So, what I think is the good option is to, do we dig that up or harvest it? Bam. Bam. Okay, dig that up. And then dig this area here out. And try and get some more algae going. We are almost running out of storage, which is kind of scary. Just going to slap 3 more of them down whenever they can get around to it. And prioritize. We don't need any of this to be a priority. We'll up this a little bit just in case we decide to do anything else. Power generation should be a higher priority as well. I've found that sort of by instinct I've resorted to using 9s as my this needs to always happen, when that's kind of illogical in every way. How are we doing? Okay, carbon dioxide is still something of a problem. We've got oxygen still being produced up here, but that's not hugely helpful. It might be worth breaking down into here actually. What else is around this area? More algae, plenty of plants. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe we'll just dig this right the way down. And then maybe meet it up along here so we have a... Let's... Oops. Oh. Cancel. There we go. It's all good. Yeah, let's break into here. We've got some nice rich oxygen down here. You'll notice, well you might notice, if you do, well done, that these oxalite blocks have stopped producing. That's because this little room here is at maximum pressure. So, oh, my fingers are in the wrong place. This is going really badly. This area here is at maximum pressure, so no more gas can go into there until we open it up a bit. So if we bust that open, we'll get the oxalite will start to produce again, which is definitely something we want. And we also, if we dig it up, I'm not sure there's a way of putting it back. So we want to be careful not to accidentally dig that area. Let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Floor. Okay, let's mark it out with tiles. If we put it as a priority 1, by the way, they will probably never get around to doing it, so we can use it as a marking tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess we'll dig there and there to get in there from this side, because this is where the carbon dioxide is right now. So if we were to dig this way, chances are it wouldn't happen because they're spending most of the time in this area breathing. It's going down here. So if we, yeah, keep going, lads. We're going to let them get around to that. We may in fact cancel that bit. because now they will dig this out and then this out, and they'll be able to reach this still. Water, we've got loads of water. They can get to it. That's not really an issue. How is our research going? Oh, I keep pressing buttons. 9 out of 20 for this farming research. That's good. That's good. You know what I might do? Let's see if this works. Can I make my UI a little bit bigger? Whoa, don't go nuts. There we go. That's nice. Okay, cool. Okay. We want to start thinking about permanent solutions as well, because all of this, I mean, it's great. It does the job for now, but the sooner we can get permanent arrangements, the better, really. There's more algae there, and more copper. This purple stuff is all just sort of building material. Oh, that's phosphor. Yeah. So there's lots of different types of stone, and they have very slightly different properties, but in reality, they're basically the same thing. They just take up different blocks of space in here, I suppose. Oh, we have a mush bar down there. 3 unrefrigerated mush bars. What are you doing, guys? 6. Oh, actually, what we can do is use this little thing here. So, yesterday, we breathed in 140 kilograms of oxygen. We've gained power on net, which is nice. What are we looking for? Calories. 3,246 calories yesterday, and we didn't produce any, so we'll have to wait for the end of the day to see how much net we got, because we are now producing. We want that swept up, please. How many uses has our toilet got? 6 visits until it needs cleaning. Okay. Yeah, the thing is now we need power being produced for these two to work. We need this happening, and we sort of need this happening. So everything, we don't have enough people. We kind of need a new people, and we have to wait another 1,000 seconds. Oh, it's the end of the day. Is cycle 4 report ready? Right, let's have a look. Cycle 4. Ah, see, we produced 8,000 calories and only used 3,000 today, which is brilliant. If we can do that for a couple of days, we'll be able to sustain some more people, which is definitely what we want. Again, the night time we can sort of speed through. There's not a lot going on here. Have we? Yeah, because these are 5, and they always have these 3 to do. They're just never going to get done. So I'm going to slightly deprioritize power, because if we've got the batteries, it's not hugely relevant. And then hopefully these guys will start doing some other stuff. Because, research complete. Marvellous. Okay, before we do anything else, we want to set up the next thing. I don't really know. Big batteries, definitely. So there is a lot of, these are sort of vague progression trees, but to be honest, they're kind of irrelevant. Well, they were when I played, at least. None of this stuff was hugely useful. Certainly the sanitation stuff. I ended up doing research just because it was there and I wanted to complete it. So yes. Right. I need to pick a new research, which I'm not sure I did. Research. We'll go with aquatic farm tile, cooking station, fertilizer maker, refrigerator, or gas pipes, liquid pipes. Oh, power. We did pick power, didn't we? I'm on top of this. So now we have these new things. The algae terrarium, which is very good, but it uses a lot of algae. So it cannot be a permanent solution. We also got these planter boxes, so we can plant all the seeds we've been collecting, and a compost bin, which is actually very useful. Do we have a door yet? Manual airlock, yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is dig a bunch of space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll put a door here, and then put compost bin, and maybe move our portaloo here, and that way we'll have a contained area for them to do their excrement, which I think will be good. Once we break into this area, we'll put the algae dude there, and then let's go this way as well. That's only 3 tall. Cancel that row, and then dig that row and that row. So in here we'll put a bunch of planter boxes so we can get mealwood and briar, bristle blossom, whatever. We'll put some seeds in there, is the point. And that will be a way of producing food that doesn't use up power. It'll take longer, but as soon as we get one harvest, I think that should sustain us for a long time. And we can keep just planting new ones as well, which is always a bonus. Ooh, you're struggling to breathe, Jaden. You okay? Yeah, carbon dioxide is filling. Okay, we need to do some reprioritizing again. So, guys, get that done. We need to break through here. That's not very important. Okay, off you drop. They can obviously go in the carbon dioxidized dated area. They're not gonna like it a huge amount, but they'll hold their breath while they go down there. Oh, he's still got his pixie wings. Maybe it's when they have combat. That seems likely, right? So if they're scaredy cats and don't want to fight anything, they won't have guns with them? Maybe? I don't know. Hopefully we'll see, as they push through here, we'll just see all of the carbon dioxide starting to drain out of the area. Actually, another good thing we could do is we could dig this so that this oxygen spreads. Not a particularly high priority. I'm hoping you can hear them squeaking. The sound quality and all that jazz has taken a lot of tweaking because of just the sort of janky way I'm having to do this. Really hope they can get through that before it becomes a massive issue. Cycle 5 report ready. Wow, we're blazing through this episode. Next production in 0.7 cycles. So we'll get a new person soon, and I think that we'll definitely take that. Now that our food is good, we are stressed. 12% stress. So, do we have decoration yet? No, we have a tasteful memorial. We could put some gravestones up, because I'm sure that will de-stress them a little bit. Oh, there's millwood there. That is good. We can harvest that. That'll give us a bunch of food and some seeds that we can then use up here. Oh, here we go. We can see this oxygen's diffusing this way. This little dark blue area is where it's... yeah, already you can see that's made a massive difference. And we need to reprioritize. So the next thing we kind of want done is this outhouse room, then this, And then that, yep. Priority for power can go back up as well. So I believe if we make everything priority 9 and they can't work out what they're supposed to be doing, that makes them stressed. That's what I believe is the case. I'm not entirely certain, but, you know, we'll just sort of see what happens as we go. One of the things about this being early access is that there isn't a huge amount of information out there about it. So you do sort of have to work things out as you go along, which is fine. I think that's part of the fun. Particularly with a game like this where there isn't an obviously right answer early on. Oh, he's starting to clean the toilet out. That means, again, shuffle the priorities. This needs doing. Then we need some tiles put along here. And there. Probably along here as well, but we're not going to bother with walls for now. A manual airlock. And then we can put our spare toilet there. And our composting bin, wherever that is, just there. This will produce some nasty gases, but it doesn't actually matter because it's under airlock and most of it won't get out. So we have a new duplicant. We do definitely want this. We need more manpower at the moment. So we have 6 athletics and 1 tinkering. Can breathe. Ruby seems like a good choice. But she doesn't have pixie wings, and May does. This is a very pixie wing centered LP, so I hope you don't mind. I hope you're ready for the pixiness. May has a 13, 12, I can math. Small bladder, slightly higher decor expectation. Level 3 bodybuilder. See, says he's level 3, this guy's level 7. But this guy can do pretty much anything. Pretty well. He can't learn. We can't do research. I should specify, learning isn't just how well they can do research, it also is like their experience gain. So he will level up all of his other stats slightly quicker than everyone else. Narcoleptic, nah, not Joshua. I'm liking the look of Ruby. So we've had Yugi, Kaiba, Jaden, Ruby is a female, so we're going to call her Akiza. Bam. Welcome to the group. Hello. Now, something we can start doing is sorting out the job rotas. Because we want people doing things that they're good at. We don't really need anyone on combat. Art, we don't want anyone doing unless they're good at it. So none of you. Research, is anyone... Akiza's not very good at learning, so we'll take her off of that. And the other guys will focus on that. Like a cool fan, doesn't matter. Power, 6 and 6 athletics, so these two aren't going to be much good running the power. Repair, whatever. Harvest. Akiza doesn't really need to do that. Sweeping. Yeah, anyone. Building. Everyone. Delivering. See, the thing about delivering is, despite the fact these two are good at it, you sort of need everyone who's building to be able to deliver, otherwise they get really confused. And digging, we kind of want everyone doing. So there's that. We've now specified who's doing what a little bit. And hopefully this means that they will do the power more freely. Yeah, see. We should... Let's cancel that. We don't need that anymore. And have a look at our carbon dioxide. Oh, that is much better. We've got a whole lot more oxygen going on. We want this bit to... what do we want to do now? Planting food. That's what this area here is for. Ooh, he's... carbon dioxide isn't flowing out quite as quickly as I'd like. So let's do this. And give this a bit more space to flow out. And also we should probably... No, we'll wait till that dies, I suppose. Someone needs to come down and harvest this stuff. You gonna do it? There we go. Oh, that is producing some nasty stuff. Hang on. Pause. Since these are all filling up, let's get these 3 done. We need to take... I don't know why that's not there. Or that. We need to take polluted dirt out of here, because it's at the moment it's producing gas and we don't want that. And once this is done, they'll start taking it over here. Good. Then... yeah, that's priority 8, they'll get that done. I'm confident in them. Speed it up a bit. Yeah, look at that. That one mealwood was 2,500 calories. Amazing. Was that a skill increase? Hard work and repetition have improved these duplicant skills. Athletics grade to 3. Good work, Kyber. How's research going? Power regulation 8 out of 20. Getting through it. And that is the end of cycle 6. No, actually, I have no idea how long we've been going for today. Well, it seems that 3 cycles seems to be about right for the amount of time, which is kind of funny because I feel like we've spent a lot of this this episode in super fast mode. So we'll see how that works out. It might be that a little bit later on we extend the episodes out a couple more cycles just by virtue of the amount of time we're going. I might make it a habit of keeping a timer up because I can't actually obviously see how long the video's been going at the moment. But so, next episode. And in the next episode we will be doing our new food source. That's going to be good. Hopefully we'll get our electricity research a bit better. Upgrade to big batteries. And that is actually about all we can get out of just the power regulator. Oh, oxygen generation. We've not actually done any of that so far today. We've just sort of been suppressing the problem as much as possible. So that definitely needs to happen. And I'm not certain. I think the best way of doing that is put a ladder there so the carbon dioxide can just drop straight down. And we'll dig this out over time as well. Priority 9. Priority. Whatever. So yes, next episode. This doesn't feel like we got a huge amount done today, but I think we did. I think there's going to be a lot of time spent doing little things because, you know, even getting this little area built, this little digging done, it does take time. And the more duplicants we get, the quicker things we'll be doing because they're not going to be passively sat around doing this sort of thing. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. And closing shot, we're going to take a quick look at our 3 duplicants, Jaden, Kyber and Yugi, all asleep very nicely. And poor little Akiza, who doesn't have a bed yet. So we'll get around to that in the next episode. Oh, poor Akiza.